Hey, what's up? What's up, people? What's up, everybody? Uh, Good evening, YouTube. How y'all doing this evening? This is me, Ben the Messenger. I'm on here with another video today. Title of this message is going to be about there's no guns in prison. There's no guns in prison or jail. Um, this message is for all the boys, the dudes, the young guys, and older guys in general, girls too, if they're in that type of lifestyle, but mostly I'm talking to the males. For all you guys out there that's walking around here gun toting, out here terrorizing everybody, terrorizing the community. Um, I know a lot of you think you're tough, you think you're invincible, you think you're Superman, Captain America. A lot of you think you're Captain America, and a lot of you feel like that you can't be touched. I know having a gun and with some of you being in that street life, that gang life, being gang affiliated, I know having numbers and having guns on you, I know that make you feel invincible, but a lot of you gonna get a quick reality check when you go to prison, when you get caught, because you're gonna get caught. It's just a matter of time. Um, you got to check the guns in at the door, at the gate. All you got in there is your heart, your mindset, and these, and that knife play, that blade. And a lot of y'all are not built for that. A lot of y'all don't got it in y'all. It takes a different type of human being. It takes a different type of monster to pull out some steel. A lot of y'all don't have it in y'all to pick up 10, 11, 12 inches of steel and shove it into another man's body, into another man's flesh, watching another man's eyes roll back in the back of his head, feeling his skin, his blood, watching another person bleed out. A lot of y'all ain't never, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that, man. Me personally, I've never been to prison, but I did go to jail. I went to jail back in 2021, at the beginning of 2021. But luckily, I was just in there for 12 hours. Was just in there for 12 hours. Went in there for a domestic, situation. Got into it with a family member, and I was just in the holding cell for 12 hours. But I tell you, those 12 hours felt like 12 years. Definitely gave me a reality check. Um, I remember I was gonna stay in there longer if I couldn't make bail, but it taught me back then, that not a place where you want to go. A lot of you, man, you have no idea. You know, there's no guns in jail. All you got is your heart, your mind, and your hands. And a lot of y'all, man, some of y'all guys, you've never fought anybody. You've never been in a fight. I'm talking about a one-on-one fight. I ain't talking about jumping nobody. I ain't talking about where it's 10 of y'all versus one person. I'm talking about an actual one-on-one fight with another man, and the best man win. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all don't know what it's like to get punched in the face. A lot of y'all ain't never been choked, slammed. A lot of y'all, me personally, I'm not the best fighter, but I guarantee you I do know how to defend myself. I did a little bit of MMA, a little bit of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, a little bit of ground fighting, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of striking too. They taught me some stuff. Wasn't there for a long time. This was back in 2022 when I was going there. I went to this MMA militia gym back in 2022, in the summer of 2022, and I was doing a little bit of training. It taught me some stuff. Hadn't been in a while. Like I said, this was 3 years ago, but I was there for a little bit for them to teach me some stuff. Then on top of that, I did a little bit of boxing, wide camp boxing. Wasn't the best at it. I got my butt beat, but I always had the heart to continue to get in there and try. And I was going up against people that were better than me, but it made me tougher. But the fact of the matter is, I know how to handle myself. I know how to defend myself, and I know how to get somebody off me if I have to. I'm all about self defense. You gotta try to do something to me first. I'm all about self defense. I'm defense, not offense. But you know, a lot of you guys, man, you're very delusional. And when you get in there and they put you in a cell, some of you are very, very young. Me, I'm 24, just turned 24 back in May. But a lot of you are young, very young, 15, 16, 14, 17 years old. What are y'all gonna do? You get locked up and they send you to big boy jail and they put you in a cell with a man that's in his 30s, in his late 20s or whatever, maybe even 40 years old. And he's what? He's been locked down for 20, 30 years plus. And you know, it ain't always about size. It's not. Size does play a factor. It's like I said in my other video, it's really about the heart and the mindset and having skills, being skilled with these hands. That's what it really comes down to, and being able to think. Um, and then besides, on top of that, somebody could pull out a weapon, pull out a shank, a blade, and poke somebody up. So it's not always about size, but size plays a factor. The fact of the matter is, you 16, you 14, 15, 16 years old, 17 years old, you only weigh 120, 130 pounds. They put you in there with a guy that's, you know, like I said, full grown man in his 20s, in his 30s, in his 40s. You know, he's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", maybe 250, 300 pounds, 350 pounds, all muscle. Been locked down for 20, 30 years. He done been in fights. He's used to being stabbed. He's used to being, you know, being poked, being stabbed in fight. My thing is, what are y'all gonna be able to do? Y'all don't stand a chance against somebody like that. And it's gonna be a wake up call for a lot of y'all, man. Um, a lot of y'all want to be talked about. Y'all want to be seen. Y'all want to be noticed. You want attention, but you want attention in the wrong way. Yeah, it's ain't nothing in jail, ain't nothing in prison. Some of you brag about wanting to go to jail and this and that, and it's just foolishness. Some of you don't want to listen to your parents, your grandparents, your mama try to tell you to stop. Your mama beg you to stop. You know, some of y'all don't want to listen to what your mama say. Daddy try to maybe convince some of y'all. You know, for the ones that got fathers in their life, uh, some of you don't want to listen to what your daddy say. You won't listen to your grandparents, your grandma and granddad. You won't listen to nobody. So it's just like some of you just gonna have to learn the hard way. A lot of you just gonna have to learn the hard way. Sometimes, you know, it's an old saying, experience, you know, is one of the best teachers. Some of y'all just gonna have to bump it. You just gonna have to find out for yourself. It's sad, but it's just what it's gonna be. It ain't it. It's no saving a lot of you. It's not. And when you get in there, man, it's gonna be a wake up call. There's no guns in there. There's no guns in there at all. You eat a knife up, or wife up, straight up. You know, a lot of you join gangs. A lot of people say that gangs is, you know, it's a family. No, it's not. What a lot of you really don't understand is these people, these dudes that some of y'all are running behind in these gangs, in some of these organizations, they don't really care about y'all. They don't really care about y'all. When a lot of y'all get locked up and get incarcerated, some of these dudes are not going to even come and visit some of y'all and check on some of y'all. Some of them, these be the same dudes that when you get locked up, they go and they sleep with your girl. They go and sleep with your wife and be raising your kids while y'all locked up. And what can y'all do? Y'all can't do nothing about it because y'all locked up. Y'all in jail. But these the people that y'all try to risk y'all life and y'all freedom for. Some of you gotta wise up, and I just want to come on here and say that there's no guns in jail, man. Either knife up or wife up. You either gonna be willing to get savage, to be ruthless, to survive in there by any means, even if it means having to hurt another man to keep him from hurting you or possibly unaliving you. You might have to unalive him. Jail, prison it can be a very savage, barbaric, violent place. And it don't just messes with your physical body. It don't just affect the physical, it affects your mind, your mental too. So I'm just gonna say that there's no guns in prison, man, or jail. And a lot of y'all gonna be in for a rude awakening when y'all go up in there, bro. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep thugging. Keep being a gangster. A lot of y'all right now you're balling, but when you get in there, you're gonna be crawling. Simple and plain. If anyone liked this video, feel free to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share a comment down below. And I will see y'all with the next video. Peace out. Been the messenger.